Let me tell you something you need to hear today. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not failing. You're being prepared. I know what it feels like to scroll through your phone and see everyone else winning. They're getting married. They're buying homes. They're launching businesses. They're posting about success while you're still stuck figuring out how to survive the day. And in those quiet moments, you whisper to yourself, what's wrong with me? Why can't I be there already? Why is my life not moving? But the truth is, you're not behind. You're in training. And training doesn't look like winning. It looks like repetition. It looks like struggle. It looks like falling and getting back up. It looks like learning how to be strong when no one claps for you. It looks like working when no one sees. It looks like fighting for your own belief when the world doesn't believe in you. You're not behind. You're being built for something bigger than you can imagine right now. In this moment, your character is being formed. Your patience is being tested. Your endurance is being stretched. And your mindset is being reprogrammed. It's okay to feel lost. It's okay to not have it all figured out. That's part of the journey. Some of the greatest people you admire once sat where you sit now, confused, frustrated, tired, but they didn't quit. They didn't let the pace of others pressure them into giving up. They kept moving forward, even if it was slow, even if it was painful, even if no one else understood, because they knew something you're about to understand. Success is not always about speed. It's about staying in the game. You're not behind. You're in the middle of becoming who you're meant to be. This version of you, the one that doubts, the one that hesitates, the one that feels like it's delayed. This is just the setup. The transformation happens here, in the quiet, in the pain, in the waiting. Because greatness doesn't begin when you arrive. It begins when you decide not to quit. Stop comparing your timeline to someone else's. Their journey isn't yours. Their lessons aren't yours. You are being prepared for your life, a life only you can live. And the longer the preparation, the bigger the mission. Think about it. You don't put average effort into a masterpiece. You don't rush something meant to last forever. Preparation takes time because it builds the foundation, and without a strong foundation, you crumble the moment pressure hits. You're not behind. You're learning things others skipped. You're developing wisdom they never earned. You're growing roots they can't see. One day, everything you're going through will make sense. You'll look back and say, I needed that season. I wouldn't be this strong without that struggle. I wouldn't value this moment if I hadn't waited for it. Right now, it's hard to see the full picture, but you're not meant to see it yet. You're meant to trust, to keep showing up, to keep building, to keep growing. And I know trust is hard when life feels slow, but slow doesn't mean stop, and delays don't mean denial. They often mean development, and development is the best investment you can make. So if you're feeling left out, left behind, overlooked, or forgotten, remember this: you're not forgotten. You're being prepared, prepared to lead, prepared to impact, prepared to handle what's coming next, because what's coming next for you is worth the wait. You don't have to be the loudest. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You just have to stay ready. You may not see the rewards yet, but they're coming, because consistent effort never goes unnoticed. Discipline always pays off, and silent seasons don't mean wasted time. Some of the strongest warriors were trained in silence. They were trained in the dark before ever stepping into the light. They were trained in failure before tasting success. They were trained in obscurity before standing on platforms. And you're one of them. You may not realize it, but your pain has a purpose. Your struggle has a lesson. Your delay is a message, and the message is this: you're not behind. You're being prepared for something greater. You were never meant to be average. You were meant to rise, to break limits, to lead, to show others what's possible. But before you do all of that, you must grow, and growth takes time. So be kind to yourself in this season. You're doing better than you think. You're farther than you realize, and you're closer than it seems. Asterisk, you're not late. You're not off track. You're exactly where you're meant to be. You're being shaped, refined, molded, because what's coming requires a version of you that doesn't just want success, but is ready to carry it with strength, with character, with purpose. You see, it's easy to chase goals when everything's working, but can you chase them when it's not? When you're tired, when you're broke, when you're alone, when you're doubting everything you used to believe in, because that's when real preparation happens. In the pain, in the resistance, in the silence, when no one claps, when no one watches, when nothing makes sense, but you still show up, you still try, You still believe, even if it's just a little. That little belief, that's your breakthrough seed. And every day you keep going, you're watering it. Every time you get up after falling, you're growing it. Every choice you make to be disciplined, focused, and patient, that's building the root system. So when a storm comes, and it always comes, you don't fall, you don't break, because you weren't just reaching for fruit. You were growing roots. And now you're grounded. You're not behind. You've just been deep in the root stage, the part no one sees, the part no one claps for, but it's the part that holds everything else up. You've been learning how to control your emotions, how to handle stress, how to stay focused when the world pulls at your attention. You've been learning to be intentional, to be grateful, to be wise. You've been preparing for the version of you that walks in confidence, not confusion, a version that doesn't break under pressure, that doesn't give up at discomfort, that doesn't collapse when things get hard. You've been becoming that version, and now it's time to start stepping into it. Let go of the false timelines. Let go of what they post. Let go of the lies that whisper it's too late for you. It's not, because while others were showing off, you were showing up. While they were proving, you were preparing, and one day, the same people who thought you were behind, they'll ask how you got ahead, and you'll smile, not in pride, but in peace, because you'll know what it cost. You'll know how it felt. You'll know what it took to keep going when nothing made sense. You're not behind. You're being built to last. Most people want quick wins, but the real ones, they want legacy. They want impact. They want purpose. That takes time. And you've been patient. You've been steady. You've been silent. But now it's your season to rise. Not because the world gave you permission, but because you gave yourself permission. You decided to stop comparing. You decided to stop rushing. You decided to trust the process even when it was painful. And that choice, that's the power move. Because people who trust the process always win in the end. They don't burn out. They don't break down. They build brick by brick, day by day. And when they rise, they stay up. Because they didn't skip the preparation. They respected it. And now, you must respect your own. It hasn't been easy, but you've made it this far. And that means something. You are not done. You are not too late. You are not forgotten. You're being positioned for something bigger, something deeper, something that changes your life and the lives of others. So don't you dare quit now. Not when you've come through too much. Not when you've survived what others couldn't. Not when you're finally waking up to the truth. You're not behind. You're just being launched from a deeper place, and deep roots create tall trees. You're going to stand taller, shine brighter, love deeper, lead stronger, because you earned it. This was never just about getting what you want. It was about becoming who you were meant to be. So let this be your reminder, not to rush, not to compare, but to trust your pace, your path, your preparation, because in time, you'll see you were never behind. You were always on time, and the world is about to see